What's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball for a Raw review. Now we open up the show, we got a video package of Evolution in the Shield. And Evolution's looking dominant from everything that happened last week. Then we start the show. Daniel Bryan comes out, yes chants galore. You could tell Daniel Bryan is emotionally hurt. He is tearing up as he's coming to the ring. And the man is tough as nails. His father just passed away and he still shows up for Raw. He's endured so much in the past couple weeks. Yes, it was great that he became WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He got married, he bought a house, he went on a honeymoon, and then his father passed away. And that's such a hurtful feeling, but he still showed up and he took this fucking beating that he received from Kane. And he wow, just amazing. Showed a little bit of offense in there, but really Kane decimated him. And hopefully this is to write him off for a little while so he has some time to grieve with his family. But he comes out to the ring anyway, the yes chants. You can tell he's clearly tearing up and he's emotionally hurt. Brie Bella's in the middle of the ring, and they celebrate together with the yes chants, but Stephanie McMahon comes out and interrupts the whole thing. But she wants to congratulate him and give them a wedding gift. Well, Daniel Bryan anyway, at the pay-per-view coming up, she's going to give him Kane. So at Extreme Rules, Kane versus Daniel Bryan. That's what we're getting. And it's funny that she claimed it as a wedding gift. Anyway, Kane ends up coming out, but Stephanie's telling him no. She doesn't want Kane there. And eventually, after a little teasing, Kane comes out of the timekeeper's booth and just attacks Daniel Bryan. And he hits him with a fucking tombstone outside of the ring. Then he hits him with a tombstone on the fucking stairs. The steel stairs tombstone, wow. That looked fucking painful. EMTs tried putting him up onto the stretcher and getting him out of there. But Kane flips him over. All the while, Stephanie's yelling, no, Kane. She's getting mad. She's screaming, you know, her screech. Anyway, Kane just hears nothing. And eventually he ends up getting him up on top of the announce table. Gives him another tombstone. 3 tombstones. This should take Daniel Bryan out for at least a week or two. And later on in the show, Michael Cole said that he just got a stinger out of this whole thing. So Daniel Bryan's not suffering a severe injury or nothing, or play that angle. But he got a stinger. He'll be out for a little while. And Kane came out looking strong. He's got the mask on again. The big red giant. Here he is. And Stephanie, though, she's screaming. She even called him a bastard and this and that. But then we come back from commercial break. EMTs are carting off Daniel Bryan. And Stephanie McMahon's got her little condescending bullshit holding the belts. Yep, we all knew. She'll never change. So that's the way that all played out. Then we go to Bad News Barrett versus Sheamus. Now, this is one of the matches in the IC tournament. The winner proceeds on to the finals to whoever ends up taking on Big E at Extreme Rules. So, the match was actually pretty damn good. And we got some This Is Awesome chants going on. And at the end, I mean, they both hit some really good moves. And at the end, Wade Barrett's outside of the ring. And Sheamus goes to do a suicide dive, catches the fucking bull hammer. Done. Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, whatever you want to call him, prevails in this. And that is awesome. I'm glad Sheamus laid down and put him over. And Wade Barrett deserves this. Awesome. I enjoy that a lot. So, and we get a fucking Zack Ryder clip with Hugh Jackman from years ago when Zack Ryder was finally getting that push. Then it fucking went nowhere and WWE fumbled, and now we're looking at almost 3 years later. Holy shit, Zack Ryder. Damn, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it is. So, I guess we're going to have Hugh Jackman next week to promote X-Men again. So, Bray Wyatt, he's up on the ramp, the Wyatt family, cutting a promo, And we get this song, the whole fucking, he's got the whole world in his hands. It's fucking great. Love it. Bray Wyatt's promos are phenomenal. They are awesome. Does he, if you don't like him, does he stutter? Never. He's on point. He is so good with the microphone in his hands. I don't care if you don't like his message, but he delivers very good. It is awesome. He doesn't stutter. He doesn't seem like he's reading off fucking cue cards or memorizing anything. It's just him. It's fucking great. You don't get that very often. Then we got a low point. Los Matadores versus 3MB and Hornswoggle. So it would be 3MB and a half, 3.5 MB. I don't know. Just embarrassing. Poor fucking Drew McIntyre. Ball shots from the little guy and gets pinned by El Torito. Wow. Wow. I don't know. Then we get Evolution pulling up in a stretch limo. These three big guys have put a regular old stretch limo. Surprised not a Hummer or something different. But anyway, they pull up in a stretch limo. They got suits on. Randy Orton has pants on. So this is business. Let me tell you what. And we come back. Evolution comes out, and they go to the ring. I like their video package, but it's an evolution of evolution. Okay, that happens. So then they're cutting a little promo. Triple H, clearly he's not feeling well or lost his voice screaming at a whatever. What do they say? Cream puff? I don't even remember. Some little something to do with donuts or some shit. Anyway, Shield hits the ring and come through the crowd. Evolution backs off, bounces the fuck out of the ring, going up the ramp. But they stood there the whole time, so you knew there was something going on. Shield cuts a little promo. I love Dean Ambrose promo. It's fucking good. Seth Rollins, needs a little more work. Roman Reigns is just straight to the point. It works for him. So maybe he's not that great on the mic, but man, he delivers a quick boom, 1, 2, 3, right at you. And anyway, he says, we're going to charge the ramp, so you can do one thing, face us like men, take an ass beating or run. And anyway, so they come out after he chucks the mic down, and then a whole bunch of other fucking dudes come out, bunch of heels. So it looks like Evolution has backers and whatever. Then we get the Usos versus the Rose Brothers, and Ryback's sitting in commentary, and I thought we'd just have an interference. No, we didn't. And anyway, the match starts off slow, and then we start getting a little bit better, and the Usos end up fucking nailing a couple goddamn kicks, and Cody Rhodes takes the pin. Cody Rhodes gets fucking pissed off at Goldust, snaps, takes off. Goldust is looking like, what the fuck just happened? Are we going to get that split? I hope not, because Goldust has been phenomenal since he's come back, and Cody Rhodes is just capitalizing upon that. He's the best he's ever been. Keep the two together for a little while longer. Don't let them split. I could see if one just leaves, rides off into the sunset. But don't let them feud. Don't let them feud. I guess, I don't know, you could probably sell some tickets to it, but I wouldn't go there. And then Ryback ends up jumping Usos and tries to look dominant there. Whatever. Ryback's very fucking boring. And that's it. We get Emma and Layla with Fandango and Santina on the outside. And we got a second fucking Cobra out of Emma. And I almost just shut the TV off because, come on, man. I understand, but fucking gimmick garbage. Come on. Fucking stop it. Get Emma just on a singles push. Really? This fucking... I don't know. I guess you have to have certain things, but damn it. Cena's backstage, and sounds like he's putting Bray Wyatt over. And he actually seems really concerned. I'm glad this feud has continued on. It's great. Cena has nothing to prove to be fucking champ anymore anyway. So, by doing this feud with Bray. And really, if Bray loses, even look at the last at WrestleMania, it didn't take any steam off from him. So whoever fucking wins or loses, it doesn't really matter. It's making them both look pretty damn good. It's making Cena look like the guy that's helping out the younger talent. It's making the younger talent look fucking awesome. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. They're both winning here in my category. So it's all good stuff. And then we get Cesaro with Paul Heyman coming out, and he's finally got some fucking music. It's decent. A lot of people are bitching, but seriously, how many times have you heard your favorite fucking song the first time you knew you hated it, and then 12 times later you're like, it's okay. 30 times later, man, this is the shit. So I think Cesaro's song, I like it. It's gonna take off. It's better than no music, and it's way better than that first fucking track that he had when he was coming out in the beginning with the whole. So let's see what happens. And finally, we get, after Paul Heyman's rant, on and on and on, we get Cesaro against RVD in the next section of the semifinals of the IC tournament. And match starts off a little sloppy. The chemistry just wasn't there. But then they caught up, and the fucking match starts getting good. Starts getting real good. And then we got to get it all fucked up by goddamn Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter to come down, fuck the whole thing up. RVD picks up the win because of a DQ, and it looked like Paul Heyman was a little pissed at us just a slight second. I was thinking maybe he'd be like, you're not my quality. But no, he stuck in there, and the Swiss Superman attempts to give Zeb Coulter the big swing. And he doesn't get it, but he did have him in position. Swagger hits him, but Swagger catches the big swing, and he goes around and around and around. Good stuff. Builds up that feud with Swagger and Cesaro, which is unfinished, so you might as well go there. I would have loved to see Cesaro as the IC champ, but RVD versus Bad News Barrett, and the winner of that will take on Big E at Extreme Rules. So let's see what happens there. And Wade Barrett, I love Bad News Barrett, and I'm glad he's finally back to wrestling. So let's see what happens, man. And then we're backstage with RVD, and Paul Heyman comes in, and Cesaro. This funny little segment here. And Paul Heyman's like, I don't know how you could sleep with yourself taking a victory like that. And RVD ends up coming back at him. He's telling Cesaro, don't ever trust anything that you have money-wise, with your home or anything, with this man. Because Paul Heyman is the one to blame for the whole ECW meltdown. And although we just heard on Steve Austin's podcast, he sort of clarified that whole situation. But he'll play the role because that's what everybody thinks. Perception is reality. So then we move on to Paige versus Oksana. Very slow at first, but then it starts picking up and picking up. Paige starts kicking ass, and I love that. Like, this is a whole new refreshing thing. And Paige ends up locking in that Scorpion crosslock, takes the victory, got the scream, more manly than Brock Lesnar. And I like that whole thing. And she's almost the same skin tone as Sheamus, just darker hair. And very, very cool. I'm glad we got a new champion. And the Divas are trying to keep up with Paige, it seems like. That fucking, how aggressive she is. So I like that. Good stuff. Then we get Lana introducing Rusev versus Sin Cara. And actually, Sin Cara got some offense here, and even knocked fucking Rusev down. So he is not just a machine here. And although Rusev just crushes Sin Cara, puts him in the accolade / camel clutch. That's that. Then we got the WWE app vote. Cena versus, who will it be? I was hoping just Luke Harper. Brody Lee. Would have been good for me. But anyway, we get the whole Wyatt family, which is fine because now at Extreme Rules, because clearly it's going to be Bray Wyatt in a cage with John Cena. So the rest of the Wyatt family will not be involved. So that was to show it with them involved, and now we'll get it without. And good stuff all together, and we start getting them chants again. He's got the whole world in his hands. I fucking like it. Hell yeah. And anyway, Cena's just getting beat, decimated the whole entire time, and then he finally gets a little offense on Bray, and he ends up hitting the AA, and boo-hoo. Finally, the Wyatt family comes in and fucking jumps Cena, gets the DQ right away. Bray Wyatt nails Sister Abigail and just holds John Cena, singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. And that's fucking awesome. Love it. Tits. Works. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So anyway, the show was decent enough to keep me awake, but there was some really fucking slow points. Beginning was good. The middle, there was like 2 good matches, and then a lot of slow shit. And then the very end started off slow and a little boring, but the fucking end works. I don't know, not for everybody. For me, awesome. I love it. Builds a storyline, perfect, and works. So from there, tell me what you guys thought of this show. Comment below. Follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brand. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.